Youssef Zalal and Sean Woodson right here. Youssef Zalal is going to have a humongous reach and a height disadvantage right here. You look at Sean Woodson. I really don't know how he's so tall for the featherweight division to be 6'2" tall and having an incredible reach of 79 inches. That is just unheard of for the featherweight division. Super long, super lengthy for this featherweight division right here. Needs to keep the fight on the feet at range. 1-2, 1-2 jabs, leg kicks, body kicks, everything like that. Keep the fight at range and defend whatever takedowns come his way. That's the main way I see Sean Woodson winning the fight, mainly by decision. Youssef Zalal, 24 and a half years old, much smaller, much less of a reach right there, but his main way of winning the fight would be in the grappling and wrestling game. He does have some very good Muay Thai skills, some pretty good striking. So in this fight, I expect Youssef Zalal to try and pressure this fight a lot to the back of the cage, get Sean Woodson to the back of the cage, and kind of use that Muay Thai to land some elbows, to land some knees, and ultimately try and get the double leg takedown, get the fight down on top of Sean Woodson, and use the wrestling, use the grappling en route to a decision or possibly even a submission win, which he does have 5 of in his professional MMA career. So for this fight with Youssef Zalal and Sean Woodson, there are 2 real clear paths for Youssef Zalal and Sean Woodson to win. Sean Woodson, defend the takedowns, keep the fight at range, jab 1-2, jab 1-2, over and over again, and with some leg kicks as well. Youssef Zalal, pressure, clinch, knees to the body, elbows in the clinch as well, land some takedowns, get some ground and pound as well, en route to a decision win. Those are the main ways I see both fighters winning right here, but it's a close one. I don't necessarily think that Sean Woodson should be a 2-1 favorite. The betting odds are right now. Let's see if I can find them. The betting odds. Where are they, man? Okay, so minus 170, that's a little bit more like it, but if you're looking at any odds on Sean Woodson, anything over minus 200, that is absolutely insane. Minus 170 seems pretty realistic, but I think this fight is honestly a much closer fight than people think, because all it really takes is 1 or 2 takedowns from Youssef Zalal to win this fight. He needs to get the fight down, and if he does, I think he will win the fight. The only loss from Sean Woodson did come by submission to Julian Erosa by Darshoke submission. Before that, with Terrence McKinney, he was losing the fight. He got taken down multiple times in that fight, so his main weakness would be the wrestling and grappling. I don't agree with the odds. I don't think he should be a 2-1 favorite, even a minus 170 favorite. I think those odds should be a little bit scrunched down, but if you're going to be betting on Youssef Zalal as the underdog, I think that would be a pretty decent bet. Plus 162 honestly is not too bad, but you kind of missed a little bit of the value as it was just a couple of days ago at plus 210, so the value has kind of escaped us in the last couple of days, but yeah, I'd probably stay away from this one. I think Sean Woodson should win the fight because he's much taller, much lengthier, much better striking at range, jab, 1-2, leg kicks, everything like that. But I just can't help but think Youssef Zalal is going to use a really big wrestling, grappling based game plan right here and get the fight down and win a decision. I think that's a very good possibility. So this is one of those I'm not really too comfortable actually putting a bet on either Sean Woodson or Youssef Zalal. I'm very slightly going Sean Woodson to win the fight. Personally, I think it should be like a minus 135, minus 125, really slight favorite. I don't think it should be anything near a 2-1 favorite, but my prediction would be Sean Woodson to defend the takedowns, keep the fight at range, 1-2, jab, leg kicks as well, and just defend all the takedowns. So again, I probably wouldn't bet on either fighter here. It's just it's too risky of a bet right here. And if you're going to be betting on Youssef Zalal, the odds have kind of sailed away. They were at plus 210 a couple of days ago, so those odds are kind of lost at plus 150 right now, but should be a pretty good fight in the featherweight division. I am going to be going towards Sean Woodson to win the fight by 29 and 28 unanimous decision, but should be a really good fight in the featherweight division right there.